So welcome guys to this video. So in this video I'm just going to tell you actually what is the layout of HackerRank website and all for C++. You want to solve problems of C++ and on HackerRank, and if you're new to it. So when you go to the HackerRank homepage, this is the basic layout of the page. When you log in and all, when you have your account created and all. So this is the basic page. So after that, see, these are my problems whatever I've solved. That is a different thing. So see, skills available for practice. Here you want to solve C++ problems. So just click on this, and this is actually a language proficiency section. That is, in this section there are problems only on C++. Like on the previous page, that is on the practice page, I solved these things Python. So this particular section is language proficiency. So it is language proficiency is Python. That's why only Python problems are there in this section. And the stars represent the points, actually the number of problems we solve, the more number of points we get. That's it. So when I go to this section now, C++ I haven't solved from this profile as such. So these are the problems actually. These are the problems and their names. So and this thing here over is status, that is solved and unsolved. So if you tick mark this solved, then you only see the problems that you have solved, and when you click on unsolved, you see the problems that you have not solved at all. So and the difficulty level and all, you know that obviously. And after that, subdomain, that is if you want to solve problems on strings, then you can see only the problems that are based on strings and so on. So that's all about it. If you don't tick mark anything, so all the random number of problems they just pop up and you just select one. So now this is the first problem that you have to solve. So now see, here also there are many sections. Here is the author name, difficulty, easy, and max score. So this score is the score that actually the points that we get, that we have. So the more number of points we have, the more number of stars we get in that particular language proficiency section or C++, whatever. Like in Python, I had 5 stars in that way. So actually see, this thing over here is the layout for problem. So here they gave us the objective. So this is a simple challenge. Obviously this is the first problem, so it is going to be an easy one. We just have to print out hello world. That is simple. But if I'm just going to tell you how the sections and all are divided, that's why I'm telling you all. So the input format. So suppose there is any problem in which we need to take input. Suppose there is a problem we want to add 2 numbers. So the input format of that section or of that problem will be, input format will be take 2 numbers as inputs, A and B, suppose. So in that we just have to take the input. Here we obviously don't need an input to print out hello world, so it's fine. Output format will be hello world in this case. But if the problem is to print out sum of 2 numbers, as I told, so the output format over there will be the sum of the 2 numbers that we took before in the input format. So in this way we have to work in input and output format. These 2 sections are really important. We need to see them. And the sample output is this thing. Actually this thing is really easy. So sample output is easy, and there are many number of test cases actually. See, because some test cases are dependent on time constant and all, so that are there for future problems whatever you solve. So for now this problem is really an easy one, and this thing is the console where you type and solve the problems. But I like to solve the problems in code blocks, so I just solve my problems over there. I copy the code from here by Ctrl+C and I paste it over there on this platform, and I paste it. And actually I can run this over here now. See, when I or no, so I prefer this thing more. And after that I just paste them over here, and see, I can check the sample cases and all that also. That's why I use code blocks and then just paste it. And after that, when you click on run code, see, there are 2 options, run code and submit code. But when you run the code, it processes for the sample cases only. That is, the sample, he has only one case, so it's fine. And when you submit the code, it checks for all the test cases that are there. So now we have only one test case there, because this problem is really an easy one. So there, actually, when you go on solving the further challenges, there will be many more such test cases depending upon actually the time constants and all. There are many such cases. You'll understand them afterwards. So it's working. There's no problem. Compiler message success. Input we didn't do anything, so it is not showing anything. Export output hello world, and our output is hello world, so it's working fine. And congratulations, and see, they tell us how many points did we earn from this solving this problem. That's all. And after that we can just go to the next problem. That's it. So thank you. I hope you all understood what's the layout and all of this website. And actually I forgot about the submissions. So here's the leaderboard of the, like games, if you are playing any game, you know the leaderboard, what is a leaderboard, so that's not much to discuss. Submissions is actually a place where you have submitted all the codes for this particular problem. So see, there are many ways to solve any problem. So suppose there is a problem of adding 2 numbers, you can solve it directly or you can make a function and then solve it. There are two ways or many such ways. So for that, these are the submissions that I did. So this is the submission that I did just now. So it's working and it's working. So this is the first submission of mine. Here all submissions and all we can see. And after that, discussions. So discussions are actually for us actually, because see, some problems there we are not able to solve at all. Actually we need some hints and all. So we should not take any hints, but it's okay if we see the discussions and all. We can see everyone discussing about that problem, and we can also come up across new methods and all. So it's good to see discussions if you are not able to solve any particular problem. And then this is the problem. That's it. Okay, I hope you're cleared with all the idea how to solve problems on HackerRank by C++ language. So that's it for this video. Thank you.